Hi, I'm Fletcher Camino.
And I'm Flynn Camino.
And welcome to Bombs Away.
The movie we'll be reviewing today is Wrongfully Accused. It's a 1995 film directed by Pat Proft, starring Leslie Nielsen, and it's sort of a Zucker Brothers style film. Pat Proft was one of the writers on the Police Squad team, which is sort of like...
It's a very good TV show.
Yeah, very good TV show. It's sort of the beginning of the Zucker Brothers sort of genre. And basically, it's this movie is sort of like a Zucker Brothers style parody of The Fugitive, those sort of like 90s, chasing down the guy with a grizzled police inspector. And so like a few other parodies are chucked in there as well.
North by Northwest, Baywatch,
Casablanca.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of it. It's a very, very clever movie. It's very, very funny. I don't know why the critics don't like it, but then critics have no sense of humor. It's very...
Yes, it's quite a famous fact.
And hence the old expression, we are not amused.
Without any more ado, let's get right into the positives.
The main positive would have to be just the visual gags. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing about the Zucker style. It's very, very visual humor.
Yeah.
And it involves lots and lots of props and lots of extensive set building and just a hell of a lot of effort to make just one gag which lasts for just like 2 seconds. It's just like some of the stuff is just like, how did they do that? It's just like, it must have taken months of planning and building all this stuff specifically for that specific gag.
And another positive has to be Leslie Nielsen. I mean, he's made for that comedy. He did a lot of those, sort of sweeping, epic 50s action films.
Never seen any of them. We should probably see them.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be very famous for that. And then he started to do comedy in his later years. People said, comedy. You gotta do comedy. And he's actually really good at it.
Well, the reason that he can do comedy is because he doesn't laugh.
He's a great straight face.
Yeah, he's like, his straight face is unparalleled. It's just like, he never laughs at any of the material. And, it'd be pretty damn hard. I mean, there's really, really funny jokes and really, really funny characters.
Yeah.
Just, really clever gags and funny lines that he has to say.
I think what I have to attribute for most of the great comedy is the writing. I mean, it's just so quick and witty and funny.
It's actually really clever.
I mean, it's very clever at some points, and then the next minute you're watching some of the stupidest stuff you've ever seen.
Some of the most ridiculous, stupid, humor comedy that you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's just like a roller coaster of different types of humor.
It's our kind of film.
Very confusing and far-fetched and very, very boring. It was my kind of film.
No, but it's our kind of film. It's just like it has really, really stupid, disgusting, gross-out comedy, and then really clever, like, metaphor stuff. There's this one character, he's like a parody of Tommy Lee Jones's character from The Fugitive, and he's just, the metaphors he comes out with are just some of the most clever metaphors I've ever heard. I was extremely impressed. They were
very well, very, very, very fast and funny.
I wouldn't have thought of that in a million years. It's very clever metaphors. It's like Sweet Smell of Success. It's just really, it's in that sort of really, really clever metaphor.
But parodying it. So like doing silly metaphors.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah, exactly. It's a parody of that, but it's also
not just
really
good
clever.
metaphors, it's funny metaphors. And lots of them. And the parodies they manage to go between, they go from a Fugitive parody to a Titanic parody, and then to a Casablanca parody, and they go just like weave in and out.
The transitions aren't always smooth. Like, when they suddenly decide to do a Braveheart parody, that wasn't very smooth at all. Suddenly go from a spy parody to it's just, like, come on. But, I mean, it was a very entertaining...
It was a rollick, and I really liked that Netflix has a thing like that. The snooty streaming channel. Oh, we have Wrongfully Accused.
Yeah, I know. Like, we have The Irishman. No, they're like the only streaming channel that is like actually, is the only one that is even remotely classy.
But they have that. So if you want to watch it, it's on Netflix. Wrongfully Accused. Very well done. And I think these movies just get so ignored, like superhero movie as well. All these Zucker Brother rip-offs, Zucker Brother movies.
Well, superhero movie was similarly received, but it's also a very good movie.
Yeah. I mean, like these sort of movies that are silly humor, sometimes incredibly clever, very chop and change. But this sort of Zucker humor is sort of looked over, and most of the time it is pretty hit and miss. But sometimes you get real gems.
Speaking of which, let's go into some negatives. Okay, so for negatives, yes, like most Zucker stuff. there are a significant amount of jokes that fall flat, and I do mean significant. There's a whole bunch. I mean, it's just a lot of crude humor. That's just sort of
But I'd say this one is a lot less hit and miss than a lot of other ones.
It is.
It's right up there, and I think. I'm not a big fan of like Flying High. I mean, Flying High was surprisingly hit and miss for me, and I found this one a lot more hit than miss than most of the other films.
It's very similar to The Naked Gun. I think Leslie Nielsen really brings that.
He really does the comedy so well. I'm not sure how old he is there because his hair turned white so early, but
he's very old there.
He'd be.
But he's doing very well.
He'd be 70s. I don't know.
Did a whole fight scene. But
no, that'd be 90s. He'd only be late 60s, early 70s. Because he died recently. He died 2010s.
No, well.
But yeah, he's really good. I can't really praise it too much. There's not like many deep, meaningful messages.
No, of course.
But
it's a really good.
It's a real good laugh. And yeah, I'd say just go out and watch it. Have some fun. It's on Netflix. I'm not sure what else it's on. Probably only Netflix. I don't think many streaming.
I'm not sure how long it'll be there because soon someone will realize that it's actually on there and they'll probably take it off. But it is a very, very entertaining movie. I'm surprised we haven't heard of it before. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just the type of movie that we love.
In the world where Austin Powers gets fame, Austin Powers is excruciating. It's painful and stupid and horrible.
It's also got Michael York. Yeah, but this movie has Michael York and he's very good in it as well.
Yeah, but I can't believe in a world where Austin Powers is accepted as entertainment, where and wrongfully accused is ignored. I mean, this is way better. Same vein, but funny. And I think it's just go out and watch it, have some fun, I say. And it's a short movie as well. It's not a long watch at all.
No, it's a pretty short one.
And
obviously another, but anyway, that's pretty much all we've got. It's just a great movie. Just go out and watch it. It's very funny. So like, subscribe, and hit the bell button.
Oh, yay!
So I don't know. Okay. So that you can get notifications when brand new videos come in, which happens all the time. It's part of our review series. This is part of our underrated series. And there's a whole bunch of videos in this. So if you can watch a whole bunch of them. We've also got a one-shot series where I talk about the technical aspects of filmmaking. Flynn, you've also got your series.
I have got my film score corner, which I talk about the music to films, not songs, but the instrumental accompaniment, which is actually a lot more interesting than it sounds, at least for me. And also, leave comments below. What are other sort of Zucker-style, underrated films that are way more hit than miss?
Until next time, that's a nice dog that dog you have there has got a really funny face.
You're not gonna make me do this.
Come on, we gotta do the quote. Come on, that dog of yours has a really funny face.
That's not his face.
Come on.
That's not his face. That is his behind.
Well, they probably wouldn't enjoy that treat I just fed him then.
And thank you for watching Bombs Away.